everybody. I'm Mike.
And I'm Ray. Welcome in.
And this is the Know Nothings podcast number 77.
77 episodes. We're going to be talking today about some rock stars that died by misadventure, mostly at age 27. Yeah, some at 42, some not at all, maybe.
Right. We'll start it out with that and then see where we'll start it out with that.
So you and I were just texting the other day, and we were texting about all these deaths by misadventure, and you were like, "Oh, that's a great podcast idea. We should discuss all the deaths by misadventure." And I was like, "Well, there's quite a few that you can get into for some interesting discussions there." And when I got here, I asked you if you knew who the first noted death by misadventure was,
and I didn't know. And
we've talked about this guy before,
and we talked about him before, and I listened to him a lot actually, and I didn't know.
Yeah, he's so Robert Johnson in 1938 was the first rock star, pop star, whatever you want to call him, guy who sold his soul, to die at the age of 27. 27. He died on August 16th. What I found interesting is who else died on August 16th?
Who?
Elvis the Pelvis.
Elvis
Allegedly
Presley.
Died on August 16th. Of course, we know Pastor Bob Joyce could be Elvis, according to some on the internet, not according to me.
You don't think so?
Man, look, I've really, you know this, like whatever we talk about, however strange and weird it gets at whatever subject we're on, I have a hard time being firm on anything, or just being like, no, I'm absolutely positive. Now, except like if we're talking about politicians or something, you'd be like,
technical issues, keep going.
Yeah, but it's hard to say. But look, I'm going to say this. The Bob Joyce is Elvis people have some convincing stories about it. So first, let's get into how Robert Johnson dies, and then we can kind of go from there.
That's pretty wild. No, I love Robert Johnson's story.
Yeah,
people said that he didn't know how to play at all, and he show up, and then he left for a month or something.
It's like a year.
It was like a year, and then he comes back, and he's just amazing. It sounds like two people are playing the guitar at the same time.
Yeah, he's like the best in the Delta.
And he's singing songs like about the devil and like the
drunken-hearted man,
devil dogs coming to get him and stuff like demon dogs and stuff.
Hellhound on my hail.
Hellhound on my trail.
Hellhound on my trail. So, Robert Johnson was a known womanizer. Of course, if you play the guitar well, it just sort of happens that
kind of comes through.
You just kind of become a known womanizer. It's like they go hand in hand. People who play the guitar well, they think, well, I got to get into womanizing.
Well,
now.
it used to. I think it's DJs now. I don't know.
Yeah, you're probably right. So anyway, Robert Johnson was allegedly sleeping with this man's wife. And he's playing in this bar in Mississippi, and the guy gives him hey, have some of my whiskey. He hands Robert Johnson his whiskey. Robert's buddy knocks it out of his hand. He's like, "Don't drink that shit." Robert's like, "Hey, don't ever knock my whiskey out of my hand again."
That's right.
It's kind of a personal thing. It is kind of, you can imagine like you're at the bar, me and you were at the bar, and you slap some shit out of my hand, and be like, "Hey, wait a minute there, Mike.
Come on now."
So Robert had to check him. He's like, "Hey, don't do that again." Well, later in the night. So that bottle emptied or whatever. So later that night, the same woman's husband offered Robert Johnson another drink or another bottle that Robert didn't see open that was already open. Robert took it, drank the bottle, died of cyanide poisoning on August 16th, 1938.
Oh,
pretty wild. And then
the same date
as Elvis, which
that's wild to me.
Wild to me too.
That is wild.
Which would be crazy that he died on the same. If Elvis faked his death, wouldn't it make like Elvis is known to love the blues and to love all that stuff, especially love African American music from back then, and obviously highly influenced by the blues and those players and rockabilly players. Wouldn't it make sense for him to fake his death on Robert Johnson's death day?
Oh yeah,
it would totally make sense, right?
Yeah,
like you
100%.
Be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fake it. And we're going to do it on Robert Johnson because nobody in 1977 knew who Robert Johnson was. Not really.
Not really.
Not really. You know, he was more like, as people got more into music history and more popular music clicked along, and we got into genres and subgenres and what did this come from and where did that come from, and nerds like me like dig into it and start talking about it, right? Like that's when you really knew who Robert Johnson was.
Little Robert Johnson lead in. Oh, I dropped my pick. Back to you.
Oh, it's awfully anticlimactic. Robert Johnson didn't drop his pick.
He probably didn't use one. He's like, You know, like that. It's like when I was like.
Very, very simple by today's standards, right? But
Not really to play it exactly like he did.
Because it's the feel of it all, right? Everybody's got the same notes, but it's the feel of it all. So if Elvis was to fake his death, and look, the Pastor Bob Joyce people make some convincing arguments, like when his daughter Lisa Marie died, Pastor Bob Joyce was at the funeral.
Yeah.
Why?
You know why?
Why would a rural Baptist preacher get invited to Elvis Presley's daughter's funeral?
He wanted to be at his daughter's funeral.
And he wanted to be at his daughter's funeral, right? So there's that. He's been spotted at the Rose Garden at Graceland multiple times. Like out in the garden, tending to the garden.
Tending to the garden? Okay, before you said he was tending to the garden, I was thinking like, well, maybe like people were saying that he looked like him, he sounded like him when he sang, all that stuff. So like he just kind of leaned into it. But he's leaning into it, tending to the garden,
and they're letting him. Like me and you can't.
Right. Let's go tend the garden.
You and I can't go to Graceland and just start working in the garden, but he gets to. Okay, and then this is just dots I connected myself. I didn't hear this one online.
Awesome.
So I'm breaking news here.
This is awesome.
I'm breaking conspiracy music news here. So what was Elvis's favorite sandwich? Peanut butter
and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly and banana.
Peanut butter, jelly, peanut butter, banana.
Pastor Bob Joyce, PBJ.
That's
PBJ. It. That seals it for me, right? Like he puts on this concert the other day. Says
it's too many things that overlap.
Many coincidences, and
too many weird things.
He's got the same like birthmarks and freckles on his face.
I don't think my vocal is coming through. I'm sorry to like put a break on this, but I don't. Can you like hear?
No, you sound perfect.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, you sound perfect. You sound
on the waveform behind you right there. It's like I see yours, but then like mine is terrible. I'm trying. I pumped it up a little bit, but anyway, go ahead. So if I sound good, I'll just like
you sound
triple my voice three times.
You don't even have to get loud or anything.
Okay.
It sounds perfect.
Hey, mom.
So I don't know the people that went to his concert, attended his concert. A guy posted a picture of PBJ's hands, and PBJ's hands they look 90 years old because that's been the whole thing. We're like, well, Pastor Bob Joyce is 70, 75 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But if you look, all this surgery, we know all this technology exists that we don't have access to. But you look at his hands, they look 90, 95 years old. They look like Elvis hands. I don't know. It's interesting enough. And he won't come out and say, this is what also gets me. He has not yet come out and said, I'm not Elvis. You know what he does say? I am who I am, and I've never been anybody else.
What a cop-out.
That's what he says, right? So like if I faked my death and I came out as whoever, Pastor Bob Joyce, Pastor Mickey Mouse, whatever name I picked, and then people started calling me on it, and because I don't want to lie, I just say like, listen, I've only ever been who I am. That's all I can ever be. That's what he says. That's Elvis and PBJ right there. It's hard.
I said, I got Scylla to come on in here. I call her. I say, Scylla, you got to give me another pill. Give me another pill, Scylla. And I like to call her Pill Scylla. I said, hey, Pill Scylla.
Pill Scylla.
Go give me a Pill Scylla. Give me a pill. You know, you can take a pill too, Pill Scylla. Just bring me a pill.
Now, the only thing that a couple of things bring you question, right? Like, it's obviously outlandish. It's as all conspiracies are, right?
What does... Okay, I'm not up
Jim
on
Morrison's also said to have faked his death, and Janis Joplin.
Right, but I'm not up on, like, okay, so who's still alive? Is Priscilla's
still alive.
Okay, so what does she say about it? Can we find anything on that?
Yeah, if they interviewed, they're like, hey, the only thing you can really find, they're like, hey, if Elvis was still alive, what do you think he'd be doing right now? And she's like, oh, no doubt about it. He'd be ministering a church.
Right.
That's what
maybe she's asking saying that because she knows.
Of course.
And she's like, I don't want to take any more pills because he's like, Pill Scylla.
Of course.
Give me another pill. Come on now.
Of course, that's what Of course, when she's asked about it, instead, what would Elvis be doing? She says he's doing the exact thing that he's alleged to be doing.
What did it do?
And Pastor Bob Joyce won't deny it. He gets to go to the Rose Garden. He gets to go to the funeral. He sings just like him. He's doing sold out concerts now.
He must have got cleaned up because he was real bad off. It looked like, unless that was an act.
Well, I don't think that was an act.
I don't think it was an act.
I don't think that was an act.
I think the sweating and the
But he could have said, "Hey, I'm gonna fake my death. I'm gonna go get clean." It's supposed to be that he had. The theory is this: that he has witness protection for 50 years. So that runs out
from who?
From the government. The government helped conspire with him
To kill himself?
to fake his death.
Why would they want to do that?
So he could get privacy. He's like, this is just too much for me. It's overwhelming.
I think a lot of people do that then. Like we were saying, people fake their deaths. I think if you have enough money, you can give enough money to the government, and they're like, okay, we'll set it all up and do this for you.
Yeah, you get to go
too much, like Tupac and somebody said they saw Tupac in the freaking L.A. airport like last month walking around, and there was a picture of it. It was like, that's Tupac.
Jim Morrison and Janis Joplin.
Yeah,
Janis Joplin's alleged to be. Who is she? Oh, she's alleged to be a male singer.
Well,
that is currently active.
I always thought Shannon Hoon sounded just like Janis Joplin.
No, I need to look this
up. Because he used
up.
to do that. Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. Everybody just tuned out. Anyway, but somebody told me that one time, and it like burst my bubble about Shannon Hoon from Blind Melon.
Yeah,
because they were like, it just sounds like he's just copying Janis Joplin, and I was like, oh. He really is.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of. See, at 93, Clive Davis finally exposed Janis Joplin. Of course, and Clive Davis.
What do you mean exposed?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to watch this whole video, but I did run across a video that, gosh, I wish I could think of who it was. But it's a singer who's not as famous as Janis Joplin was, but is famous enough to work all the time.
Yeah.
And that's a male singer, and that was Janis Joplin. Oh. And Jim Morrison just went to Paris and faked his death. That's what. No funeral.
No funeral.
No body.
Just a bust of him in the funeral.
No witnesses.
Right.
And he's said to be a lot. Tupac is supposed to be he's a current rapper.
Right.
Like you think about Tupac. Okay, he was releasing all these albums. Not like, we found this unreleased track or we've got this.
Right.
He had like enough work to make 2 or 3 whole.
Well, he also called himself Machiavelli, which was at the end, which was the
and he basically
guy who faked his own death.
And he basically wrote his own and kind of where you get the 48 Laws of Power comes a lot from Machiavelli.
What's that?
48 Laws of Power, just like how leaders, how powerful people operate, how powerful people go about conducting their affairs, how powerful people manipulate the masses.
Do you think Donald Trump will fake his own death? He'll be like, I'm going to be Machiavelli.
He definitely...
I would like to live out the rest of my life on an island and not that island.
A different island.
A different island than that one.
Trump totally uses Machiavelli techniques, right?
Yeah.
Completely uses them.
Trump's a total... He is like a master. J.D. Vance is picking up on being a master of the troll too.
Troll job.
Oh my gosh,
he's
the troll thing
troller.
that he did with the No Kings thing, where it had
the plane.
Hail to the king, and like the thing that J.D. Vance posted is like Donald Trump's putting on the fucking crown and the thing to hail to the king.
Did you see the one where he's flying the fighter jet?
No, I didn't.
Trump
see that
posted that. Trump posted himself wearing a crown, flying a fighter jet. And he flies over a city and he dumps bombs of shit on top of the No Kings protesters. And the president of the United States posted it.
The president. We're just living in a society where anybody can put whatever they want on the internet, including the president.
Well,
I think that's great.
He's so funny.
He's so funny.
And then when you get worked, if somebody's funny, like if somebody's fucking with you and they're roasting you, and everybody's laughing about it, and you get all defensive, it just makes it funnier.
Well, no, we think it's funny because we're older and we're used to that. You go to like school or to your job, and people will be like, "You got a haircut? Nice haircut. We're gonna call you Haircut from now on." And you're like, I think like the generation is like, "I gotta go see HR because don't call me Haircut. My name's Bryson or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, haircut. And
it's
they're
really
like,
more
oh.
it's really more the generation above us.
No
Our parents,
way.
dude. Look at the No Kings
No,
protest.
I'm just talking about like, okay, well, let me just tell you this.
The No Kings protest looked like a geriatric home. It looked like a nursing home.
It does look like a nursing home.
Fucking nursing home.
I just like I don't know. I think like maybe we just have tougher skin than both generations, 100%. But like, here's the thing: I was at work. I sent an email to somebody that was like our customer, and he sent it to his boss, who I've known for 20 years, and they called me on the phone and was like, "Hey, you can't really get on to these people that are working that are younger than us because." We had to go to a whole training seminar on how to talk to people that are in their 30s and 20s that work for us because it's just a whole. They're just different.
What did you say to one of them?
All I said was, I don't want to. I don't know if anybody's ever going to see this, and I don't want to mix my job in with this. But I just said, basically, all I said was, hey, you messed up and cost us some money because you didn't check something.
Okay,
and that's it. That's it. That's all I said.
Well, that's truth. Speak truth to power.
And I was like, next time, make sure that when we do something for you and it's time to do that same thing, that we do it because that's our customer that we're dealing with on the other side of this.
Yeah.
And I got an
you
email.
got reprimanded?
I got an email back from the person that runs that company, like, hey, look, and I know that I've known that person for over 20 years, and they were like, look. We have to be real careful about talking to these younger people like that. And I was like what? All I did was tell him, hey, man, you cost me a lot of money because you didn't do something.
Okay, seems fair.
See, okay, then fucking check it next time you go to do something. Don't just willy-nilly
So did
do
you
your job. I know I'm being very vague, but I have to be.
Did you acquiesce and say, okay, I understand? Or did you say that's fucking
No, of course. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. I said, I just really would like, just kind of tell them to use us when they're supposed to use us and not someone else.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then they were like, we just went through a whole, like, we had a day that we had to get a lesson.
I mean, I think we can all be better people, right?
I do too, but
damn.
But damn, when you have to take a day to be able to learn how to like tiptoe around somebody.
Yeah, like you can't tiptoe around everybody's feelings. People also have to,
How do you fire somebody then? How do you fire somebody when they screw up? If like that, Of course, it didn't hurt their bottom line; it hurt our bottom line. But like the thing is like when it does hurt their bottom line, they're gonna fire that person. They're gonna reprimand and fire them.
Well, you would think so.
I think so, but I don't know.
But either way, like the Trump, is he appropriate for a president? In my opinion, no. Is he funny?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, he's funny as shit.
Do his policies work to a certain part? Yes. Does he go a little far with it? Yes.
Well,
and I don't know if that's like him. You got like all these young people.
48. That's 48 rules of power.
All these people don't understand that like the government doesn't work right. It doesn't work at all. There's the saying, close enough for government work.
Yeah.
So some people got deported that weren't supposed to get deported. That's going to happen with the government no matter who's running the government because it sucks.
Collateral damage,
they get nothing done.
It'll get sorted out though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you get $1 million out and you make 9 mistakes, I don't know.
9 mistakes out of 1 million is pretty good.
Pretty good,
they probably
right?
made more than that, but
I'm just saying. I don't know how many they've made.
But it's just the government. The government doesn't work perfect at all. Because the government can just throw money at stuff and it doesn't exist.
Well, they could when they were functioning. They're closed. They're going on now. They're going into week 4 of a shutdown.
Yeah.
I think today starts week 4. It does not look like it's opened up. They thought they were going to get this.
Here's what I see about this. This sucks. Because like I somehow I'm in an algorithm where I get both sides now.
Mm-hmm, that's good.
So like, I see like, they say, oh, the government shut down because Republicans won't blah 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 this, and then I'll see one that says the government shut down because the Democrats won't blah 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 this, and it's completely opposite. It's like the Democrats want to give illegal aliens health care, and that's why they won't pass it. And then and that's what it is.
That's what it
is.
is.
Do some research, and that's what it is. But then you see prominent
Democrats
and saying that is a lie. And it's just
course.
like, well, who's lying?
They're lying.
They're lying.
But all you have to do is check. You can, if you're like me, you're going to be like, well, which one is it? I mean, I don't know the truth, so let's go see.
Let's check it out.
And you go see that, like, okay, if you keep this $1.5 trillion y'all want to put through, that does grant money for illegal aliens to go to the emergency room, and we're not okay with that. We're not going to front another $1.5 trillion.
Oh, to go to the emergency room?
Yeah, it's just like if they go somewhere, it's not going to be funded, and the Republicans don't want it to be funded, and the Democrats do want it to be funded, and they can't come out and say they're coming out and say we're trying to protect health care for all people. Okay, but when you say all people, what does that mean? All people include
illegals.
Yeah, so they've drawn the Republicans have drawn a firm line in the sand that like, hey, no, just not, and it's backfired on the Dems because Trump has said that he's just going to start abolishing Democrat programs, which is what he's doing.
I saw that,
and that's what he's doing. So like things that
until what they fall in line and don't be so hard
until they say okay, we'll pass the continuing resolution.
Right.
That's all you got to do is all they want to do is pass a clean bill. Hey, we're just going to use the same budget we had last year. No addendums, no additions. Just sign off on that until we can get a better bill in place. That's really that's the crux of the whole deal. I think they thought this No Kings deal was going to be a massive issue. It just ended up looking like high comedy.
Did you see where MSNBC posted a rally from 2017, 2018?
Oh, yeah.
And they said it was a No Kings rally from now, and it was from years ago.
Probably a Trump rally from years ago.
Probably a Trump rally, but it was like, this is Boston, and that was not the same day, and they're getting hammered.
That's
right
why
now.
somebody was
It
like,
just sucks. You know how many people believe that? And they're like, oh, this No Kings thing's really getting some pep behind it. And it's no, it's a bunch of 60, 70-year-olds standing out there like, oh, No Kings. And then I saw the interviews, and they're like, what are you protesting? No Kings. Okay, we don't have a king. What does that mean to you? Donald Trump's policies. Okay, what policies?
get out. No, then they go to,
I don't think that this is a good place for me to.
We're gonna end this. We're gonna end this.
Yeah, this isn't a good forum for me. Good forum. You're the one protesting. What are the things that you don't like? I don't like this. I don't feel safe. You don't feel safe amongst your people right now.
You don't feel safe when the cities are safer.
Right.
I mean, look, if you're talking to people in Memphis, D.C., all this, the National Guard's coming in and take over our cities. No, they didn't. They didn't do that. None of the shit that they say. Look, if one thing that they said ever came true, you'd start giving some credence to it. But they're just, everything's this mass hysteria.
It doesn't matter because everybody's in that, the Democrats and the left wings and the blue hairs are all in an echo chamber where they just believe whatever's said in that echo chamber. They don't go for the facts. They don't understand that those places are safer, and they don't even live there. They don't know.
What's maddening is that they try to make the other side seem like the uneducated side.
Right.
Which both sides have people who are uneducated. Let's be honest, right? Majority of the populace is not that educated on subjects. But
they're educated as much as they want us to be educated.
Yeah, but I'm saying their whole thing is to come from this elitist point of view. I'm so smart and I'm so worldly and cultured, and these maggots are so stupid and dumb. And then you're like, well, but he said he was going to remove illegal aliens.
Stupid is the stupid
and that's how he won the election, which means we don't have a king. We have an elected president. You with me so far?
Right.
And he said he would do this for the people. And then he, in fact, did what he said he would do, which is what the people wanted.
Did it.
It's just old. It's all old, white, miserable fucks.
Yep.
Just out there.
Mad that they're old now.
Mad that
Donald Trump, who is also old, is running things, and
mad that he's funny, mad that
funny,
people like him,
and mad that he's actually in touch with the culture of the internet, and they're really not.
The dude said "fuck" the other day. Did you see that? You saw that?
No.
Said "fuck."
What, on what?
In a press conference, at the Resolute desk. He was like, they were asking about Venezuela, and he's like, why do you think Venezuela's changed their stance? And he's like, because they don't want to fuck around with America. Which is wild because you ain't never heard a president. I mean, he said shit that time. I think He's trying all the dirty words. I guess he said shit, and he's like, "Oh, that got a reaction." He's like, "I'll say fuck in a few months," and he did.
I'm trying to find a soundbite.
Oh, fine. It should be everywhere. Just put Trump claims Venezuela doesn't want to fuck around with
Probably
him.
get it on YouTube here.
Oh, you could probably get it anywhere. It's
No, everybody always censors. They like to censor me. They don't like me to say fuck.
Yeah.
They want to censor me. Beautiful words. I got the most beautiful words, and when I say it, it's beautiful.
when I say fuck, it's not exactly dirty like when everyone else says it. I say it's got a certain je ne sais quoi to it.
Trump says fuck. I put Trump says, and the first one on the YouTube thing says F dot 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 K.
Pull it up.
Let's see if we can.
He's gonna go
hear
right
it.
to it. He's
Well, I'll ask Marco to discuss that.
little
Oh, this is
Marco.
so long.
Yeah, it's well known there's an ongoing narco-terrorist operation the United States has been conducting. As far as details of any recent strikes, we're not prepared here to announce all those details, but you'll get that information here very shortly.
And how are there survivors when these are meant to be people attacks?
Yeah, again, I mean, we're undertaking these operations against narco-terrorists. That's what these are. These are terrorists. Let's be clear. And but as far as the details of any recent operations, when we are prepared to announce those, we will, as the president has consistently done. So you may get something on that later today.
Let me ask you, that was in a submarine, right? We attacked a submarine.
Attacked a submarine.
And that was a drug-carrying submarine built specifically for the transportation of massive amounts of drugs. Just so you understand, this was not an innocent group of people. I don't know too many people that have submarines. And
He probably does.
Yeah.
that was an attack on a drug-carrying, loaded-up submarine. Well, I wouldn't say that, but some interesting things are happening around the world, I'll say that.
Mr. President, it has been reported that Maduro offered everything in his country, all the natural resources. He even recorded a message to you in English recently, offering mediation. What should we do?
He has
Offered
He
everything.
has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Hey, that's what people love about the
He
dude.
doesn't want to fuck around with the United States.
Thank you, everyone. You gotta
Thank
end it
you,
right.
everyone.
He ends it right there. 'Cause
I said the F word and now I'm leaving. I abscond.
You don't. Do people not think that he knows exactly what he's doing
Oh, yeah.
when he says they want to fuck around with
100%.
America? And then like, all right, thank you,
I'm
everybody.
done. Thanks.
It ends it.
He doesn't want to fuck around with America. Bye.
Kill.
Bye. He says bye.
Drops it right then. He's man, the
What a
dude.
character.
The dude is so good at like playing the part. I understand like what it is. Like he knows what gets a reaction. He
Right.
knows we're in the internet age.
Right.
He knows we're in the age of memes. He
Yep.
knows we're in the age of one-liners. Like he's so far ahead of his political opponents,
Right.
who are still
And he's so far ahead of like
what
the
happened
people
over there.
that are his age. Oh, let me hit that up. Let me there. Let's get you back on. Okay.
There we go.
Are we back on?
Yeah, should be.
Let me look and see what you look like.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got these
He's-
old ass cameras. We need. I'd like to. I think once we get to 100, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some nice cameras, and I'm gonna get back to the old green screens to put like crazy shit behind us while we're talking.
Yeah, the green screens were cool.
They were cool.
We need to get back to that.
But I'll get good with it. If I get some good, I got these Sony cameras. Like I want another one of those cameras, and then
kind of that.
that's the ZV-10, and then like this one's an old Sony 5000 that came out. That
02 or something.
Oh yeah, probably a little later than that, maybe. But then they like that camera gets hot, so that's like probably what just happened to that camera, and it gets hot, and then they came out immediately, like 6 months later, with the 5500 that doesn't get hot.
Yeah.
So they came out with the camera. It doesn't get hot. I'm very hot.
No one No one knows more about cameras than me. Believe me. Believe me.
Nobody knows more. What is that, a Panavision over there? You're doing some Panavision. I had Panavision before.
I've done lots of TV, as you know.
I could do like that all day. And it's like a terrible version of him. It's like a characterization, like, beautiful black women. Like, he says that, like he said that the other day, and I was like, oh no.
He does it, but that's
Beautiful black women.
that's what makes him Teflon Don. He does not think about. He thinks about your reaction to it and then gives it no credence. Right? He's like, this is going to get a reaction out of my enemies. This is going to make their hair turn on fire. They're going to make a big deal about it. I'm just going to get on Air Force One and go golf. While they're freaking out, I'm going to say fuck, and they're going to lose their mind about how unpresidential I am. I'm just going to get on a plane and like fly to Mar-a-Lago and go golfing.
Right.
And then I'll just let y'all fight about it, and then
And play scratch golf. Because he's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
I know he cheats a lot. I see where, like, but I'm not sure if that's like him cheating or if it's just
I don't know
like,
if he cheats a lot. I saw him cheat once though.
I've seen a couple of them, but it's not him. It's like the guy
His people.
his people, and I'm pretty sure that they have like a little hole in their pocket, and they have a ball, and they're like looking, like over by like some reeds or something.
Oh, there it is, right by the
and they
right
drop,
by the fringe.
They drop the ball like down their leg, and they're like, "Right here, Mr. President, you're
Yeah.
right here."
Yeah.
I need some of those dudes.
But
That's what I need when I play golf.
No shit. By all accounts, though, he is a good golfer.
He is a good golfer. He does a good stroke play. It's good.
Yeah. Now, I don't think he's as good as his granddaughter, Kai.
I don't know about that.
Oh, she's...
Kai plays. Well, they should have.
Kai plays...
He owns how many golf courses that everyone in his family should be good golfers.
Kai's on full scholarship at the University of Miami. Like, she's world class.
I had a golf lesson today, and it was awesome.
Tell us, what'd you learn?
I learned a lot. I've been playing golf since I was 14, and I never took a single lesson, and then today changed my game forever. Like, forever. I was hitting it so awesome today.
It's amazing what you don't know.
I have been playing for so long that I'm so glad I didn't screw up my entire game by playing since I was 14, and now I'm 46.
But you did there was like a 20-year break in there, huh? Or 15.
No. There was a
5 years?
I would say a 8-year break. The last time I played golf, I was playing with some loudmouths, and we got to the 9th hole, and I was having a shitty day, and the parking lot was right there, and I saw my car, and like I was so aggravated, I just picked up my bag and walked to my car and left, and somebody called me, was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm at home." And they were like, "You went home?" I was like, "Yeah," and then I didn't play for 8 years.
What hole were y'all on?
The 9th hole.
Were y'all playing 18 or 9?
18. But you come back, 9 comes back up, and then there was my car.
You were just having a bad day?
And this guy we were playing with is such a loud mouth, and he was new. Here's one thing about me in golf, is I've been playing since I was 14, right? So, like, I learned all the etiquette of being on a golf course and all this stuff young. So, like, when I'm playing, when you play, you don't, like, if you me and you have been playing, you hit a ball and it's going, and the appropriate response to, like, a bad shot, it's like, oh, come back, ball, get a good bounce.
Yeah.
And everybody should be, like, putting positive vibes on that ball.
That's how we've
always played.
That's how golf is, yeah.
This guy I'm playing with was like...
Golf's not football.
It's not football.
Yeah.
This guy I'm playing with, you hit the ball and he's like, "Oh, you fucked that up so bad." Or like in my swing, he's like, "Oh, don't fuck that up." And it's like, "Oh, dude, I can't play golf with you. Get the fuck out of here." And now, like,
Was he a friend of yours or just somebody that came along?
He's a kind of a friend of mine. Friend of a friend.
Yeah.
But the other thing is playing golf again now is people like listen to music while they play golf. You did it when you came out there. You were like, "Hey, I'm gonna put on some music," and I was like, "What? Don't do that." Like, I'm out here to, like, relax, not listen to music.
Yeah, put on relaxing music.
But people actually do that. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just old, and I'll get with the... This is Bushwood, sir.
I always put...
Gambling is illegal at Bushwood.
Put on a little... Now, you don't put on, like,
Megadeth.
Exodus or Megadeth. You just put on, like, some Americana.
Freeform jazz.
Yeah, Americana, some old school country or some classic
Old school
rock.
country would probably be
just
pretty
something
good.
relaxed. And you put it at a low volume.
Low
Put it on
volume.
your cell phone. Put it in the cup holder. Just kind of let where you can hear it a little bit.
All right,
Kind of
so,
relax
like,
you.
Next time we go, I'll bring this speaker right here. Oh shit! I'll bring this speaker right here, and we'll put it in there, And we'll listen to
Yeah, you're not having
old school country, like low, and like have a time.
Yeah.
I'm like my whole problem with everything I've ever done is like I'm playing golf. I'm gonna be the best golfer of all time. Let's do it now. Or like I'm bowling. I have to zero in and be the best bowler of all time.
Well, I'm competitive
now.
too.
Do it
Yeah.
now.
I mean, I just know golf is a little different because I'm just like so bad.
I have a great bowling story.
Oh, do you? We should go bowling. We need to go bowling
I
sometime.
love bowling. I've got 3 balls. Like I get so into it. Like I go and I get all the gear and I get everything. I get the balls that drilled to my hand, my fingers, and I do all the stuff. And then I get so serious about it, it becomes not fun because I'm like, I get so dialed in on wanting to be like the best. And this new round thing with me in golf is like, I just want to play old man golf and just have a good time doing it. I don't have to be like, hey, I'm doing pretty good. Maybe I should try to like go pro. You know, like no, like I'm 46 years old. There's no that's over.
Yeah.
So like now,
and I think you were always a long way from that anyway. Right?
Oh, 1,000 million yards from that. But it sucks because if I just would have had if I would have had somebody like give me lessons when I was younger, I'd probably be a really badass golfer.
Yeah.
Because for not knowing shit, I do pretty good. But here's the thing. So like here's the bowling thing. Me and Joe, my friend, we go into this like bowling league that's like a new like starter, like you're a beginner bowling league.
Yeah.
I do all this research online. I go get these balls that have flip blocks in them. I'm throwing like the ball that like curves around. He's left-handed, so he's throwing from the other side. I learn all about the patterns and just normal, like but they don't do all the patterns in what we were doing, obviously. Just regular house pattern. But like, you know, and like learning that the wax stops 10 foot before the pins and you drag wax into that spot, so you got to go over like 2 boards every so often. Like, you know,
I
like,
knew you went over. I didn't know why. I learned something right now.
We got real technical with it. And since he was throwing from the left, he wasn't getting into my wax pattern. So like we were bowling every day for practicing during this like beginner bowling league that we started, and we won. Mm-hmm. And people told us we were sandbagging because when we started out, we did terrible. We bowled every day through the entire like however a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it was that we did this.
Yeah.
And we won. And then they wouldn't give us our trophies because they thought we were lying about
being beginners.
But we just got so good, but we like dialed that shit in.
So they didn't even present your trophy?
They didn't give us trophies. They didn't give us the free ball we were supposed to get that we picked out in the beginning. It was like, this is the ball we want if we win. They didn't give us any of that. They completely turned on us.
They said y'all just lied?
Yeah. They said we lied and said that we were bowlers.
And
that in the beginning we were hustling, that we were playing badly in the beginning.
On purpose.
Sandbagging is what they called it.
Yeah, that's sandbagging.
And then at the end, we amped it up and like whipped everybody's ass, which we just got better. Then the other guy that was bowling with me was Joe Jarvis, and he's like a genius. Mm-hmm. Like he's very smart. So like, and we're both very capable of like being athletic. Mm-hmm. So we just did a shitload of research and all this stuff, and like and when I say every day, I was working, and on my lunch break we would meet at the bowling alley and throw for an hour.
Bowl for an hour.
We bowl for an hour, and we just
got. Well, that's how you get good.
We got this thing down where we were on the set. You know, you do every other lane when you're doing the competition thing, and we just got so good because he was left-handed and I was right-handed, and but they did. It was so stupid.
Did y'all try to fight it at all? I'd have been a little pissed about that.
Fight the local bowling alley?
Yeah, motherfucker! Like, what are you? You're not gonna call me out? Like, question my integrity?
The other weird thing is the guy that put it on, like in the middle of it, died. So like it kind of changed hands.
That makes it different.
It kind of changed hands too. So you want to take a phone call on the podcast? Do it.
No, I don't think it's even my phone.
Oh no, that's your phone. It's not mine. Mine has a funny ringtone.
Mine's not. Oh well, you can call me back later.
Work stuffs
always.
Today there was some kind of thing that went down with like some kind of servers or something. I don't know what it is, but it's something with Amazon, and apparently Amazon runs the entire internet. My Miro thing didn't work. Snapchat wasn't working right.
I saw that on the internet. People were like,
kinds
all
of
these
stuff.
apps aren't working, but all my apps were working.
Really? Like, what apps are you using? No, like my Miro
I
wasn't
mean,
working.
Facebook, Instagram,
Well,
TikTok,
Facebook
Google, whatever.
Worked. Facebook's not anything to do with Amazon, though, right?
I mean, not that we know about.
I mean, they probably all go through the same.
There's all
things.
it just depends how deep you go in the wormhole, man.
Right.
If you go deep in the wormhole, everything's connected to everything because it's all thought patterns, right?
Right.
Everything is consciousness, right? I mean, in the theory where this is a hologram, this is a simulation.
Right.
Nothing exists until you see it.
Right.
Nothing exists until you think about it. All these things are connected, like all these weird numerical things.
Even the dates,
like
of
Robert
the people-
Johnson
like
and
Robert
Elvis
Johnson
Presley.
and Elvis Presley. The day that those are just weird mathematical equations that are playing
Like
out
all these
for
people,
rock stars.
all these people dying at 27, and then of course 17 is the big number they always talk about in like the Illuminati or whatever. People that rule.
Is it?
Yeah, they always talk
17?
about 17. So I don't know if 27 plays into that, or they'll be like 2 plus 7 is 9, and he died on June 6th. 9 plus 6 is 15, and he had 2 girlfriends. That makes 17. 17, there it is. There's your,
Maybe 27 is just the age that right before you get into your dirty 30, that it's like cool to be 27.
20
to younger people also. And so you die then and
27
become
is-
immortalized at 27.
27's young
because
enough.
30's gross.
27's young enough to be a fuck up, and nobody thinks you're a fuck up. They think you're
Right.
funny. They
Right.
think you're cool.
Right. Well, I don't know. When I was 27, I was driving truck, had my own business, and was.
Yeah, I get it. Me too. But I mean, you were still young enough that you could have done some dumb shit, and nobody would, and we would have all
I
forgotten
don't
about
do
it.
dumb shit.
Well,
I
I
just
know.
win all the time.
I'm just a winner. God
I'm
dang
a
it.
winner.
But if you're a 27-year-old rock star, I think but it's also when they're 20, 21, 22, they're starting to dabble, right? Smoke a little weed, drink a little whiskey, do a little blow.
They're doing all that already.
But yeah, at 21, 22,
Yeah.
you're starting to do it.
Now,
By
and at 27, it's a problem.
27, it's a problem. You're now like a 5-year professional.
Right. Yeah, it's a problem then.
You're not doing lines anymore. You've got
Right.
like a whole Coke dealer that brings you like
Right.
suitcases
Oh,
full
yeah.
of Coke, right? Like,
Well, they've really figured it out now how to really brand and put people out there for people to like just listen to their music. Like they've really figured it out. You know, they don't have to deal with bands.
The record
That's
industry?
too hard. Yeah, the record industry's really got it tightened up, and you have to really dig for cool bands.
or watered down, however you want to look at it. But they've definitely streamlined it to a place. I mean, right now there's an AI artist that's on the charts.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like it's a completely made up, but they've
Dude.
created the guy to look like somebody, right? They've
Right.
made a guy who's on the album cover. People think it's a real. He has like 700,000 streams or something. I mean, he's getting marginally successful.
Dude, I went on a website and told it to do like a post-hardcore metal song and all this, and it.
You played it
just-
for me, right?
Yeah, that's the one I played.
I was
Dude.
like, you guys really turned it on.
Yeah, I know. You're like really turning it up, and it was so awesome. It's like a song I would listen to. It's just complete. Everything's getting just mediocre. Like
Yeah,
that
good
is-
enough.
That good enough. Good enough for me. Now I can put my own lyrics on this website that I want to hear in a metalcore song, and I'll listen to it more than any other band because it's my lyrics, and I'll just go down the road listen to that.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody is becoming their own island and becoming their own thing.
But
all the
how
time.
would musicians? I mean, how would musicians be immune from this AI takeover? Right, like because no one's immune. Like there is. That's what I just laugh at people who are like,
Unless
well,
this
AI
mu-
can't do my job. I just laugh.
No,
I'm
that's
like,
funny.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
I could
what?
do everyone's job. What are
What-
you talking about?
When it becomes a
Yeah.
human
Oh, I know-
form,
you know what I'm saying,
and starts having it's
Well,
already
no, well, like what? Okay, with the music thing, with that question, it's like, do people want to hear? Okay, so let's say, like just now, I can go ahead and like put my lyrics in and say, Mike's the coolest dude on the planet.
And-
Let's write a song about how cool Mike is. And then there's a cool song about me, and the dude's like yelling and screaming. That's exactly what I want to hear. So that's what I'm listening to. I'm not going to listen to anybody else. Like, I just listen to whatever I can.
You think
do.
you think it's heading that way?
Yeah, I think it's heading that way with movies too. I think
Movies are totally gonna
it'll
be
move. It'll move into the movie sector where you're like, click, click. Hey, Netflix, I want to see Tom Cruise in a movie where he's a spy, and then there's a real cool twist at the end. Like, as much input as you can give it, it will do. And then you can be like, surprise me at the end. And I want to see a sex scene with his big dong. You know, like stuff like that. It's like, you know, they're just like, we can't give you his dong, but we'll do everything else.
Yeah, but they're gonna.
I want to see a lot of butts then.
I think that's
Chat GPT. I want to see a lot of butts.
I think that's going to be the next wave of how they make money. Like right now, music artists sell their catalog, right? Because so the record labels come around, they're like, look, whoever, Neil Diamond, Queen sold for 1.2 billion, Kiss sold for 300 million.
Yeah.
They just come to them and say, we want all your rights, and we'll give you $300 million right now. Well, hell, if you're 75,
Yeah.
you've already made money for all these, and then somebody's going to give you $300 million.
Done.
Have fun.
Reverse mortgage.
Yeah, have fun. Or in Queen's case, or really, I guess it was just Brian May and
Queen's case, good lord,
$1.2
$1.2 billion. That's the rest of
now
your family forever.
You're not going to get it. You know, you're going to lose all control. Okay, I'm 73.
Yeah, who cares? I don't have the mind to do control. The TikToks, they want to put the "We Are the Champions" on what?
Yeah.
They want to put it on a clock. TikTok, a clock.
So-
Yeah, okay.
So but the music insiders can still make money off that. So that's the way they're going. I think actors. I think the next logical transition for
Their
actors.
licenses,
You're going to license.
just like you can stream.
You're going to buy my
songs.
likeness. Hey, Tom Cruise, we'd like to offer you $5 billion.
Yeah.
And we want access to your likeness forever to make as many movies as
Mission Impossible's forever. Mission Impossible 100.
unlimited movies. You could make 10 a week, right?
Yeah, right.
You could just plug in.
But like what I'm saying is like you could for that amount you're like Netflix. It's more like a video game now where you're like I want Tom Cruise in the movie. That's $5. Click. I want this person in the movie.
oh, you
That's
just
click.
build your own actors and you pay, and the end user pays for it.
End user pays. That's the way because cars are going that way. Cars are like subscriptions in your cars. If you want more horsepower, you have to pay a subscription. It's already in the car.
The Tesla
and
has
it
that, right?
unlocks it. Yeah,
Like
And
several
then,
things.
Several
Self-driving's a
self-driving's a subscription. There's all this subscription. Like they finally figured out, just like video games. They don't make the best video game. They make a version of it, and then you can upgrade the video game, and you'll do better if you give them money to upgrade yourself.
Yeah.
Just like cars. Cars will be subscriptionized with...
Well, there you
but
are. That's crazy.
It kind of started with the maps, and it's like, oh, you need to upgrade your maps. That's going to be like, and then you'd pay them for the new map upgrade.
Who wants to pay $1,000 car note and then have subscriptions on top?
Subscriptions.
Fuck that.
Well, here's what happens. We die, and nobody knows any better.
Yeah.
You know
right.
what I mean? Like, we die. TV used to be free. You just bought a television. You're like, oh, look at these channels I'm getting. I'm going to watch Matlock.
Yeah.
And now it's not
Everything.
free.
And then
now it's like, okay, you can have our service. You can pay a little extra if you don't want to watch commercials.
Yeah.
And then that's it. So, like, we'll die. And then every time you unlock your house, Quickset gets 5 cents because you're paying $20 a month to have Quickset locks unlock when you walk up to your door and it reads your biomass or whatever.
Let me
nuts.
let me throw this theory at you. I was thinking about this the other day. You don't think some of this stuff, because like everything costs money or extra money to do everything, right?
Right.
I think this is kind of a product of late stage capitalism where you've run out of resources. You've run out of resources to sell, right?
Right.
It's not a limitless world. It's a world with limits, right? There's only so much resources. So when you've sold all the resources, the water, the air.
Oh God, they would sell us air if they could. They would sell us air.
I saw somebody was selling canned air.
Yeah, that was funny. But if the air if they could figure out,
Dude,
how
they
to
sell us all.
air.
They sell us all water, not just the water we drink right here, purchased water.
Yeah.
We set the water for your toilet, the water to
Right.
bathe in.
Every time you
Water's
flush.
fucking everywhere. and we're paying for it. I think some of the subscription stuff is like they've just run out of ideas. Like what else? There's nothing else to sell people. There's only so much money and so much resources, and we've sold it all. Now we have to figure out ways to sell people inside. It'll soon be like, well, you pay for your water, but for $5 more, you can have extra pressure.
Right. Yeah, there's more pressure coming out of
Or for $10, you could have extra pressure.
Right.
Or you already pay for your electricity, but they can start limiting that.
You're using too much. Now you got to pay. No, here's what I think about that is I think that God, what was it? It's just man, the water pressure thing wiped my memory because I was like, damn, I'd hate to have to pay for water pressure. But
you would.
But you would. I think that the subscription-based stuff is lazy. I think it's like, here's a product, and like say you buy video games, because video games kind of started this.
Even Spotify's like that.
Spotify, but you buy the game, and then it's like, well, we got you finish the game. Well, here's a.
You want some better weapons? We got better weapons.
Oh, we did another level. Do you want this level? Here's a DLC download. But
the NFL's like that now.
I think it's just kind of lazy. I think that they want to get you hooked on, so they know that you're going to be paying them every month instead of
course
just these shots. Like, here's a big influx of money because we just created this game, and now it's going to trickle down as people buy it, and then it's like, oh, we got to make another fucking game, and then it goes back up. And they still make the games. They still do that. But in the middle, to keep it
they
the
add
revenue,
the little extras.
They add the extras for you to buy, and that's just what everything is going to. And like I said, we'll be dead. I hate it. I think that's so greedy, and I think it sucks.
Well, it's unsustainable, right?
But we'll be dead one day, and only everyone will know every time they turn around, they're paying for a subscription to get
everything.
Water pressure,
lights, and all. Oh, sure. For $180 you get electricity, but for $250 you can have it in every room.
How many televisions do you have? How many computers you got hooked? Okay, it's gonna get to that. It's gonna this carbon carbon footprint.
But we're running away from that though. Right? We're running away from that.
So.
We're running away from it as a nation.
We are.
Now some places are going to digital IDs already.
Yeah, digital IDs.
You see in England, man, the fucking outrage.
They're getting arrested for posts saying mean things. That's all messed up. So but what I'm saying is eventually, I think everywhere else is kind of like they test it out in other places, because here we still have our guns, we still have our good old boys,
we still have our Constitution,
the silent majority, and we have a Constitution that does all those things. And they test it out everywhere else, and they kind of try to push it on us a little bit, and then we're like, fuck that.
Well, the one world government was trending towards everybody's the climate's the main thing, and everybody's going to fall in line for COVID, and everyone's going to fall in line for digital ID. I mean, they were totally doing I don't know how you can't see that. Is that even a conspiracy? Is anything a conspiracy anymore?
No, everything's just a thing. They just put it right there in your face.
They put it right in front of your face, and if you go, wait a minute, they just used to call you conspiracy theories, but they don't get away with it anymore.
What pisses me off is people are policing people now. And instead of, you know what I mean? People are like, oh, hello. People are policing people instead of the police policing people. If you fall out of line, like you say, people jump all over, people flying around in their private jets because their carbon footprint.
Yeah,
and people like to just be all virtuous about it.
Well, if you're
things.
acting holier than thou and getting on the yacht.
If you're a billionaire and you're flying around in private jets, you do that too if you had the money. So
yeah, but you would.
Stop.
But the difference is the reason people say that is because the billionaires flying around the jets are propagating this climate change bullshit.
Yeah,
then getting on jets. So it's not that you wouldn't do the same thing. It's that you're fucking bitching at me about.
No, you would do the same thing though if you're a billionaire.
But I wouldn't bitch.
But I wouldn't bitch at other people.
I wouldn't virtue signal. No,
yeah,
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't virtue signal.
I'd be like, of course I'm getting on a private jet. I'm worth $1 billion.
Yeah, I gotta fly places. Every minute of my life is worth more than you make in a year.
Of course I would do that, but I also wouldn't get off my private jet and lecture people for driving an F-150.
You people can't fly around. Only me.
Hell, no, I'm going to bitch about you about your F-150 while I'm on a private jet. That's the problem people have.
Right.
The problems people have with billionaires aren't unfounded problems, although I agree with you that, Yeah, of course. If everybody could have $1 billion, they probably would.
Oh yeah.
I also agree that it's hard to have any moral fiber and be a billionaire. How do you amass $1 billion before you get to $1 billion? How do you not solve a bunch of problems with your 380 million?
I think it happens really fast.
Once you get to like 100 million, it does.
I think it happens so fast, and then you're like, well, now I've got to maintain this.
It seems like it's a slow grind to the first million.
Right.
Then it escalates fast to 10. And then next thing you know, you've got 100. And the next thing you know, like, well, I mean, you saw his deal they're talking about? Tesla is talking about $1 trillion pay package for him. $1 trillion.
Is there a trillionaire yet?
No. Elon will be the first.
He'll be the first trillionaire.
He's got 506 billion, I think. So he's halfway there. And,
is there that much even money in the world? I mean, it's crazy.
There's a couple trillion in the world. There's a few, I think maybe 6 trillion circulating in the world.
1/6 of the world's money.
Yeah. Ain't that crazy?
Unbelievable. Dude, give me 20 grand, bro.
Yeah, just or and there is the argument against Elon is like, well, yeah, you're doing these things for humanity, but a lot of people aren't even convinced that all the space stuff is really for humanity, right? There's some
It's
debate.
for billionaires.
There's some debate in there about what is space, what are these, like the 3-eye atlas thing, which we're going to see to be a big nothing burger, I think, but they're going to have everybody's
hyped up.
Well, yeah, because it is kind of
Well,
cool.
it's coming
I
down
wish
to
it would,
the 0 hour of like, are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do the fake alien invasion? Is it time? Is the AI stuff ramped up enough right now that we could like blow up a bunch of cities and then replace them with robots and then everybody else? Because we need to get the population down.
I think
that's my biggest fear about it. Like the whole fake alien invasion is just to eradicate people. That bothers me.
Well, it's so when
because
people,
of AI and robots going to take.
So
there's not going to be any jobs
when people disappear. If people disappear from the alien invasion, you can just say, "Yeah, it was an alien invasion." I don't know, and you can eradicate people that you deem undesirables off the earth.
Right.
I mean, do I think they're doing a fake alien invasion? Possibly.
It's in the cards.
I don't. It's hard for me to go. No, absolutely not. That's tinfoil hat shit. Well, how's 3-Eye Atlas come into view? Right at the time it's coming into view is when we defund the government. NASA gets completely defunded.
They can't turn off.
Nothing gets reported about it now, right? So from now, or from 3 weeks ago until 3-Eye Atlas is supposed to be like near Earth, whatever that means, which actually means
so
20 million miles.
So far away.
Like, we're going to pretend like 20 million miles is close in space talk.
No.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
it's
it's
20 million miles away, if it's even a real thing.
Even if it's real.
Who knows? It's such, it's a shame that we have to feel like, man, they lie about everything. But you start going, well, they lie about everything.
Everything.
There's nothing they don't lie about.
How do you believe in anything at all? Like, everything
I
that comes across the television, I'm just like, nah, I just don't.
Television, internet.
I've always said, this is what I've always said, and I'm like, when it hits my front door and they knock on my front door hard and they're like, hey, you got to get in this bus, I'm going to be like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, until, yeah, 3-Eye Atlas,
well,
blah, 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 all this stuff. Blah,
but
blah,
what
blah.
if you're a chosen star seed? What if it's not the government? What if it really is
I don't
aliens?
believe all that bullshit. I just chosen star seed.
But you're well read enough into it to know what it is.
I know what it is. But
I'm saying, what if if they showed up at your front door?
Aliens?
Yeah, it'd be one of two things, right? The government fucking
when
with you.
When I say show up at my front door, I mean fly over Ruston, Louisiana, and drop a couple of laser bombs or something.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm prepared to hold up.
But what if you are a chosen star seed? You're supposed to go, and you say I'm not going, and you're left here on this hellscape.
I'm not staying here. If the ugliest aliens with buttholes for their facial eyeballs and mouths showed up and like, come with me to my planet, I'd be like, I'm already there. Let's go.
So you would get on the bus.
100%. Even if it was, and even if they were like, I heard one of them in the background, they're like, we're gonna eat this guy on the way there. I'd be like, I'm going anyway. I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to get on the ship and go. You're gonna eat me halfway through? That's fine. I'm done with it.
So
whatever. I just need some new shit.
Your original instinct is to not go.
No. When I say not go,
it's the government fucking with you.
The government shows up. And the army.
Hey, you have to get out of here for your say. Oh, yeah. The army gets here and say, hey, the aliens are coming. You got to get on this bus.
You got to get on this bus to go to safety.
Off.
Fuck you.
But the aliens
It's
show
gonna
up and
turn-
say,
it's going to turn into a gunfight.
if the aliens show up and say, Ray, we're here for
Oh,
you.
if the
We're here for
aliens
you.
show up, I'm there.
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm like, yes. Can I bring? I'm gonna bring people.
But you know what's really gonna happen? Not
Nothing.
shit.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a fucking thing.
big old nothing burger. You're gonna be like, they're gonna be like, Three Eye Atlas is rapidly approaching Earth, and then one day they're just gonna say, we can't find it anymore. It got behind the sun.
Gone. It's
And
gone.
it's going to be, that story's going
Which
to be.
they've never said it's coming towards Earth anyway. I mean, it's not coming towards Earth.
No,
it's
well,
going
some
away
people
from
at
Earth.
some people at Harvard have said some things.
I think that's bullshit too.
I do
Because I
too.
think people throw around that word Harvard.
I do too. I agree that it just makes you sound more credible instantly,
Right.
right? So if I'm like, hey, a guy from Harvard. Well, what fucking guy? What guy? What guy from Harvard?
Yeah. Harvard, Colorado.
Don't just tell me a guy from Harvard and then tell me what I want to hear, right? Like, a guy from Harvard said the spaceship's coming and he looks hostile. That's when they really lost me when they said, when it was 1 billion, I think we talked about this the other day.
Yeah.
1 billion miles away. They're talking about, and it looks hostile. What do you
How
mean
does it look
What do you
hostile?
mean it looks hostile? It's a rock, if it's anything. And you're telling me, and it's 100 million miles away, and it's hostile?
Right.
Hostile to who? For what reason? And Americans find ourselves so special that it's good. Even if it does come to Earth, what makes you think it's coming to America?
Right.
Why,
It's probably going to Antarctica where its base is.
Yeah, or it's flying from Antarctica.
Flying from there, yeah.
Who even knows? Who knows if Antarctica's real?
Who knows? You don't know. You never seen it.
Is Admiral Byrd, was he a crazy person? Or are the people now that saying he was crazy, are they crazy?
And is all that fake AI that they had before just to confuse us?
Because they've had AI for 80
they've
years.
had AI making videos forever. But now we get to see Halloween things scare leopards on front porches with AI. Have you seen that? God, I can't even get into that right now.
Look,
all this dumb shit AI stuff, I'm so against it right now.
I've seen a bunch.
Hate it.
I've seen a bunch of AI videos, and then I'll go in the comment section. I'll be like, "Well, surely everybody knows that's AI," and you jump in there, and they do not.
And they do not. They do
do
not
not.
know that it's AI. They do not know that a bear is walking on top of a fence and jumps down, and then a dog barks at it, and the bear jumps back on the fence and goes over the other side. They have no idea that that's AI, and I'm just like, that's 100% AI. Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up. That's
Yeah.
so stupid.
Yeah, it's-
Why do I have to be subject to this bullshit? So I've just quit going on there. I'm just done with it. I'm done with
It's
it.
too interesting a time, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not
man.
interesting at all.
It is very interesting.
No.
Yes, it is.
My
Dude,
golf swing is interesting.
Dude, they had all these. They've had these stories drummed up for years, but when did they store? Now they can actually play out the stories. They'd be like, "It's a worldwide pandemic. Everyone's dying. Aliens are coming to Earth." And look, the alien. Here's okay. What happens?
Okay, we're at an hour, but finish your thought.
What
I
happens?
gotta
What
call
happens
this
when
guy.
what happens when the aliens don't come, and they have to, and then everybody's kind of figured it out. Like, guys, we're on. Like, it's kind of getting that way. Do you get the feeling it's kind of getting that way where people are like,
This is John Drake.
where people are like, oh, John's calling.
John.
John, our favorite guest, who gives us
Hey,
great bobbleheads.
you're on the podcast.
What's up, John?
Oh, sweet. Hey, how's it going?
What's
Good,
up?
brother.
I got some news.
What do you got?
I got a run for you tomorrow.
Oh, so I need to come now?
No. Run for you on Wednesday.
Right
Run for you
on.
Wednesday.
Let's do it.
So,
Yeah. Hey, we're talking about Three Eye Atlas. What is your thing about Three Eye Atlas?
I don't know anything about three.
I know it would
Atlas.
do. You know that simulation work, how it works.
You haven't seen? He didn't know anything about Three Eye Atlas. You hadn't seen it, John? Any of the stuff?
Have I seen what?
Any of the information about Three Eye Atlas, the spaceship or rock or comet that's moving towards Earth, that's moving in ways that comets can't move?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I mean, the pictures I've seen look specifically like a craft.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Oh.
But but I don't even know if it's real. That's where we're at. We don't.
Well, it's headed this way, isn't it?
That's what they say.
It's not headed towards Earth. It's headed behind the sun, is what I hear.
But it can steer itself.
It hasn't steered.
It has.
I see. I think everybody's just lying about it.
Well, that's
I think
possible.
It's just a comet. I think it's just an interstellar from outside of our universe,
And people are making up stuff constantly.
Well, I'm just going on record and saying whatever it is, I think it's kind of
No,
manufactured.
I hope it steers its way here, and it's like, hey, everybody, you're all fucking up. Let's figure this out.
That's like the most optimistic viewpoint. Me too. Like they're here to help,
Right.
and there really are aliens, and like I'd love all that to be true, but like I just don't think.
They can show up with a book entitled "To Serve Mankind."
Yeah. Hey, we wrote this book for you in English.
In English.
Yeah.
Perfect English.
You got to translate it. So
Well, you all got ChatGPT, our God, personal savior. So
That's right.
Let it translate it. All right, we're going to end it.
We'll see you later, John.
sweet.
Bye.
All right. See you guys.